Welcome back. You're still tuned into Trading Hour. Well, a higher number of car buyers are now opting for CNG sales, with sales growth of CNG passenger vehicles in the first 8 months of this year outpacing all other variants. Also, many OEMs are now launching CNG variants of their popular models. Let's discuss the shift in this trend with CS Vigneshwar, President of FADA, and Mumuksh Mandlesha, the research analyst at Anand Rathi Institutional Equities. Gentlemen, good afternoon. Thank you so much. Good morning. Thank you so much for joining in. Mr. Vigneshwar, let me come to you. Currently, of the PV space, the passenger vehicle space, how much is coming in from the CNG vehicles, and what kind of growth levels have we seen so far, and what kind of growth levels are we expecting going forward in this segment? Mr. Vigneshwar, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes. So I was trying to understand what kind of growth levels have we seen in the CNG segment so far in the auto industry? What kind of growth levels are we looking at? And how much percentage of the total passenger vehicle industry volumes are coming in just from the CNG segment?
See, right now, when you look at it, nearly 15% of the vehicles which are being sold are CNG petrol vehicles. When you look at it from a year-on-year growth, probably it's gone up from nearly about 11% to about 14% right, 15% right now, which is something which is nice to see that alternative fuels are also coming in and making an impact on the market.
Okay, so we thought I thought the number would be higher, because I remember Maruti, saying that almost 1/3 of every car that they're selling is actually a CNG car.
Correct. So there are very few brands which are actually dealing with CNG. So when Maruti says 1/3, they are about 1/3 of the whole sales market share again. So we need to take that into consideration. So that's where they land up. I mean, the whole CNG vehicle sales lands up at about 15% market share. More and more manufacturers are, however, wanting to come onto the bandwagon of CNG. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Mumuksh Mandlesha is also joining in now. Mumuksh, what's your take on this? Which are the players which are benefiting the most from the shift that we are seeing? Maruti is one. Are we seeing more interest coming in from other players as well?
Yeah, hi. Good morning, everyone, and greetings for the festive season. In India, we are seeing CNG as a preferred fuel. So today, obviously, we are seeing a very good penetration in the car segment. We have seen also in the CV segment, and now even we are seeing in the two-wheeler segment. So consumer in India have seen how the CNG works in India, and there's a huge boost by the government to drive the network in India. So today I have 7,000 touch points in India, and there's a lot more options available. Today in Maruti, we have almost every model with the CNG option. You have Tata, Mahindra. So a lot of focus is happening because new launches there. And in fact, a lot of automakers have actually somewhere stopped diesel and shifted to the CNG as a fuel option, like Maruti. So that is driving a lot of penetration for the CNG market in India. And we believe this trend will continue in coming years as well.
So Mumuksh, so Maruti said, right, about their penetration for CNG is about 34%. But even peers like Mahindra and Tata Group have launched a number of CNG variants. Even for Tata's popular Nexon, there is now that CNG variant. Do we have numbers of what for Tata Motors or for Mahindra in the domestic portfolio? What is the penetration of CNG?
Yeah, so Mahindra, it's still on lower side because a lot of SUV portfolio doesn't have so much CNG. But Tata Motors is also in the double-digit penetration in terms of CNG, close to 12 to 15%. And there also they are coming with a CNG option across the portfolio. Like Maruti, 33%, others are around this percent. And then obviously there are some which don't have the models. That's why the overall number is like 15 to 18% for the industry.
Mahindra is about
compared to last year.
Okay, so CNG vehicles for the market, the industry is growing 25%. Penetration stands at 15%. For Maruti, it's about 33%. Tata Motors stands at 12 to 15%. And Mahindra, when you say it's low, we're talking about 0 to 5, 5 to 10. Do we have any estimates?
Yes, somewhere around 5%, not 5%. More than that. Yeah.
Oh. Okay, so this is what the idea with the current players looks like. Mr. Vigneshwar, what is the outlook going forward? Are we seeing more launches come by? We are talking about now two-wheelers as well in CNG variants. What kind of growth is the industry anticipating here? Do you think this will outpace the traditional fuels in a big way?
30 years ago, the desktop computer was the only computer we knew. And then you had a laptop which came along, then you had a tablet, you also have your phones, which are really powerful computers these days. What I can tell you is I'm quite agnostic regarding, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, because a lot of fuels are going to come in. We're going to have hybrids, we're going to have pure EVs, we're going to have plugins, we're going to have CNG powered vehicles actually coming through. So why I mentioned about the your personal computer, your desktop, is that many years ago, for many years, we actually had only diesel and petrol. But today we have a great choice. And a lot of these choices also depend upon what kind of application is going to be used for. So the growth of alternative fuels are really going to pick up, CNG and a host of other technologies too. And of course, when these technologies keep penetrating, there would be some loss from the diesel and petrol traditional vehicles. But I'm quite gung-ho because all this needs to happen. We need to reduce our forex drain because of importing fuel. We need to also look into the CAFE norms as an industry to make sure that the vehicles are a lot more cleaner in terms of emissions. Yes, so I'm quite positive and gung-ho about alternative fuels. CNG also is leading the charge right now.
All right. Okay, gentlemen, thank you so much for joining in and giving us your take on what's happening with the CNG sales in the space. So definitely seeing a big growth versus the traditional fuels, but of course it's coming in on a lower base as well. Well, it's a 400-point cut on the Nifty. The Bank Nifty is down 700 points. So we'll keep tracking markets for you. But for now, we'll take your leave on Trading Hour. Stay tuned. Halftime report is up next.